In this little video, I'm going to show you how to multiply two binomials. And for the purposes of my classes, no, this does not count towards your pizza party. Because my classes know I despise this word. Because, yeah, I just do. Alright, so one way that is taught is this idea of FOIL. I do not like this because it only works for two binomials. Otherwise, it's just the distributive property. That's all it is. Anywho, FOIL is an acronym that stands for first, outside, inside, last. It shows you how to multiply two binomials together, and then you just combine like terms and yada yada yada. So first, then the outsides. And so we end up with x squared minus 5x. And then if we use the inside, so we gather up this term and multiply it in the insides, and then the last. So we're going to have plus 3x minus 15, and you combine like terms right here, and you get x squared minus 2x minus 15. And normally I would say, okay, when the video is over, we've already done what we wanted to do. However, there is a different way to do this, and it leads into division of polynomials in a somewhat different manner than what is taught. Alright, let's go ahead and do this again, but I'm going to utilize what some people, at least in American schools, might recognize as the lattice method of multiplication. Now, we teach this to some of our younger children when we have to do multi-digit numbers. Instead of that, however, I'm going to use our two factors here. I'm going to put an x plus 3 up top. I'm going to put the x and the negative 5 out to the side. And I'm just going to simply create this grid. And all I'm going to do is wherever there's an intersection, I'm going to multiply that row and column together and put that right there in that grid. So for example, I have the x here on this column and the x on this row. Well, those two things meet here. And so x times x is just x squared. If I wash, rinse, repeat for all of these, I get 3x here, I get negative 5x here, and I get 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. Now, if I just add down the diagonals, then I have an x squared here. I have 3 minus 5 is negative 2x, and then I have this negative 15, and there it is. It's just this thing in that order. And there's your answer. Okay, the reason I made this video is to get us going for the next video in the series, which is working backwards. And it uses a grid method very similar to this. You just start it in a slightly different way. And if you look down in the description, I should have a link to a white paper that goes through step by step how you do this and how you set it up.